fourth step in our treatment process is about movement and loading. We know from the science that when you have an ongoing pain or chronic injury, what we lose is what's called proprioception. And proprioception simply means your awareness of that body part in space. So if I had some ongoing neck pain and I had it for long enough, the Google Maps in the brain of that area almost becomes smudged, because you have to remember that the brain is inside a black box and it doesn't know what's going on. It requires information from our senses, what we see, hear, taste, etc., and from our nerve endings in order to understand where we are in space. And so if I had a chronic neck pain, my brain might think that my head is over here. And so by that fact, it's going to change our posture and adapt our posture to try and keep us where it thinks is in line. Whereas in reality, that might not be in an ideal biomechanical position. And so movement is all about re-educating. It's not about 3 sets of 10 or just doing it for the process of doing it. It's about creating a mental connection back to the area that you've injured so that you can learn how to understand that. Most joints move in 6 directions: forwards and backwards, side to side, and they rotate. So it's really, really important that you can utilize all 6 of those movements, because we see all too often that people can move quite well in one way, but really, really, really poorly in another. The problem is that as we walk, we need access of all these positions. If you're avoiding moving in a certain position, you're going to have to compensate elsewhere. And this is going to lead to increased tension and potentially pain over time. So this fourth step is not so much about exercises, it's about teaching you how to move again. And a lot of that is done within the clinical setup, and we have lots of content that you can utilize at home to help you re-educate how to move that re-injured area before moving on to strengthening it later on.